YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, Chicks Smooth.
Hey, Chicks Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
I handed him the gun out the backseat of the car.
16-year-old Charleston White took the stand and testified against his friend, Antoine Doolittle, who sat just a few feet from him and listened intently.
He pulled it off, and the hammer back on the gun.
And then what happened?
He fired it.
Doolittle is accused of gunning down 34-year-old Michael Levy of Irving. Levy attempted to stop Doolittle, White, and two other teenagers accused of shoplifting 3 sports jackets and a baseball cap from an Arlington mall in September of 1991. Witnesses say Levy pounded on their windshield until the teens threw the jackets out the car window. Then Doolittle supposedly shot him in the back as Levy walked away. White repeated the conversation he says he had with Doolittle after the shooting.
I said, look, you shot him.
And what did he do?
Started laughing.
Levy had been married only 4 days when he was shot.
But I always had my dreams of my Prince Charming. I found him. And it's hard to believe, but I did. And I believe in fairy tales because he made my dreams come true. And they took that away.
White will be testifying against all 3 of his buddies in exchange for a maximum sentence of 12 years. A juvenile judge reduced the charge from capital murder to murder against Doolittle, so the teenager faces from 5 years to life in prison if he's found guilty.
I handed.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BREAD Fox reporting from the Chicks Universe, and today we talking about that video you just saw, which is of Charleston White snitching and Gillie da Kid's hilarious response to the actual video. So as you can see in that video, that is Charleston White actually snitching almost 30 years ago. So as you can tell, that man is a veteran. He did not just start snitching today. That man is the Wilt Chamberlain of snitching. He put up 100 points back in 1993. We've been searching for the footage and finally we found it. However, we still ain't find that footage of Wilt, so we don't even know if he ever put up that 100. But we do know that Charleston White is a confirmed snitch. So for those of you who may not know what exactly that case is about, that's pretty much about Charleston White and the story that he tells everybody every time he goes on a podcast and every time he's ever been on a podcast. So the story goes that him and a couple of his friends went over to the mall and they were trying to steal some starter jackets from the mall. There was a good Samaritan who saw what was going on, tried to stop them, and when it was all said and done, the good Samaritan ended up being dead on the floor. Now, one thing that I do want to mention is that, you know, I've seen a bunch of Charleston White videos, as everybody was when they first came across him. He's extremely polarizing. So one thing that I did realize is that his story and his account that he continuously repeats or regurgitates on different podcasts is a little different from what actually went on in the case based off of what we saw in that video. On his podcast and on his interviews, he documents that, hey, yes, we killed the person, but what he also documents is that he was the ringleader that day. He told the person to pull the trigger. On the day that the man was killed, the reason why he was killed is because they were trying to drive away and the man was hanging on the windshield of the car, blocking their view. So he told his mans, hey, go ahead, shoot him, shoot him. However, that's not exactly how it went. It was actually a little bit more vulgar and a little bit more cowardice as to actually what happened that day. So based off of the reports inside the trial and what you can hear the people saying in front of the judge, it turns out that the man was not on the windshield when he was shot. The man was actually walking away and was shot in the back by Charleston White and his friends. In reality, what happened was he took a 12-year plea deal in exchange for snitching on all 3 of his friends that he was with that day. That's something that he actually never actually mentioned.
I am, man. I'm one of the first juveniles in the Fort Worth, Tarrant County area to be tried and adjudicated for the crime of murder at the age of 14. Me and 3 of my friends decided to go to a mall one day and steal some athletic jackets. At the time, starter jackets were very popular. We went inside of a Foot Locker. 3 of us went in. We ran out with the starter jackets. As we approached the car, there was a good Samaritan, a guy by the name of Michael Levy, which is my victim, saw what was happening, and he tried to thwart us. He tried to stop us from getting away with those jackets, and in the process, my 16-year-old friend, actually 15-year-old friend, shot and killed Mr. Levy in the parking lot. Because of that offense, I was sentenced to 12 years under the determinate sentencing law here in the state of Texas.
Interestingly enough, not that it matters, because today he's a proud confirmed snitch. And I'm pretty sure the reason why he was a proud confirmed snitch is because eventually he knew that, hey, this stuff is going to get out and I'm going to look crazy if I don't get ahead of it. So that, I guess that was his way of getting ahead of it.
We saw the snitch video, so everybody saw it. It's been on the news before. Just because you saw it, you still broke. It don't change nothing. You still broke. I'm still rich. I'm still getting booked. It don't change nothing. Yeah, it don't change nothing. We seen the snitch video. So, everybody's seen it before you seen it. It used to be on the news. I keep telling y'all, I made the news before. All what y'all doing, people I already seen. So what, you seen it? You think they gonna stop booking me? You think they gonna stop interviewing me? You think people gonna stop? No, nigga. You still gonna be poor, and I'm still gonna be rich and famous. It don't change nothing. We seen the snitch video. So, yeah, nigga, I gotta come to the show tomorrow night. We gonna laugh about it on stage. Yeah, that's part of the comedy show. Yeah, he must be new over here. He must be new over here. Yeah, we seen.
Now, fast forward to Gillie's comment. As we all know, there's no love lost between Gillie da Kid and Charleston White. Why? Of course, like all problems that Charleston has, he brought it completely on himself. What he did was absolutely unspeakable and actually really, really disgusting, in my opinion. When Gillie da Kid's son tragically passed, Charleston White actually gloating and disrespecting the fact that he was dead. Now, of course, like any decent human being, we would all find it unacceptable. So you can understand why Gillie would never pass up a chance to spit on Charleston White's name. Now, funny enough, a few months went by after that whole situation with Charleston White disrespecting Gillie's son, and Charleston actually came out and tried to apologize and try to make amends, which is absolutely crazy. And that was actually something that came up on the podcast as well. And Gillie pretty much said, look, once you get past a certain line, there's no going back. And I think there isn't a person in the world who wouldn't understand where Gillie is coming from.
Apology. Charleston White said something disrespectful and derogatory towards your son, but he later apologized.
Gillie, I apologize, man. I'm making a public apology, no matter if you accept it or not.
Did you accept his apology?
I can't respect us like that.
This is something that Charleston White is known for. This is how he got most of his clout, is, disrespecting the dead. He disrespected Nipsey. He disrespected King Von. He even recently disrespected Little Ronnie. This is just what he does. So at the end of the day, I don't think there's ever going to be an ounce of sympathy for Charleston White in general. In fact, when he passes, his family's going to have a lot of dirt to deal with, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be throwing packs in the air. But that's just what's going on. At the end of the day, maybe these two individuals may become extremely mature and figure out a way to find amends between and make peace. But I don't know. Me personally, I don't know if I'll be able to swallow that pill. But that's just me. What about y'all, though? Do y'all think Gillie and Charleston will ever find a way to ever be cool again? Let me know in the comments. Once again, it's your boy BREAD Fox, reporting from the Chiggs Universe. Until next time.